that, we bring in Joshua Ritter, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor, Fox News contributor as well. Josh, we're watching this together. This is tedious.
Yeah.
They are. It appears that the defense is understanding of the complexity of this case, the evidence that exists in this case, which squarely points towards their client, who they are defending, Tyler Robinson, and they're going to go through every little tiny thing they can to try to lay the groundwork for a possible appeal.
No, I think you're absolutely right. This is borderline obstructionist at this point. They're going to file every motion that they can imagine. They're going to turn over every stone that they possibly can.
This judge is extraordinarily patient with it.
And this judge is going to allow them to be heard on a lot of this. And just so we understand what took place here, this hearing ended before it even began. They're basically saying that the state attorney is not even in the proper position to argue the hearing that we're all set to argue today. So it's an ambush, essentially. They came into court and they said, Your Honor, we don't even think it's appropriate that the other side be able to represent themselves in this issue, but didn't alert anyone ahead of time. So now the judge is in this position that if he thinks that they're well positioned in their arguments, he's got to stop everything and appoint essentially counsel to the prosecutor's office so that we can have this hearing at a later date.
Yeah. I mean, so just to catch people up if they didn't know, sort of what the background was of what they're hearing here. The suggestion is that there is a child of someone who is ancillary to the prosecution here that was on the property on campus that day and texted something that said someone was just shot. And then later it was Charlie. Charlie was shot. That's not verbatim. It's approximate. And that because that person is related to someone related to the prosecution, that now they're going to need an outside entity away from the prosecution team to determine whether or not that is an issue of conflict, right?
You're absolutely right. And to categorize this person as ancillary is generous. I mean, this person is several degrees removed from the prosecution, but they're making the argument that because that person was even present on the campus, that taints the entire prosecutor's office, that entire office has to be dismissed and replaced, I guess, with the state's attorney general's office, and that they can't even proceed forward in prosecuting this case from this point on. It's a borderline ridiculous argument. It really does not have legs. And the judge not only should be denying it today, but we're not even getting to the meat of that argument because they're saying before we can even argue that an attorney should be appointed essentially for the prosecutor's office to argue whether or not they have this conflict. It is like obstruction on top of obstruction as far as this ever even getting off the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to bring in Donna Ortuno as well here, criminal defense attorney and Fox News contributor. She's live outside the courthouse in Provo, Utah. What do you think about this judge, that he's allowing all of this, Donna?
I think the judge has the opportunity to stop this now. This is the judge's time to say, we are going to move this case along. I'm going to be fair. Everyone's due process is going to be respected. Your constitutional rights are going to be protected, but I am not allowing this. This is crazy. I am listening to this today, thinking to myself, first of all, the fact that the defense came in today, as Josh said, almost in an ambush. Now, if they knew this was an argument they were going to make, and if they knew they were going to call the Attorney General's office, why wait till this morning to find out if the Attorney General's office was contacted? Why not pick up the phone and call the prosecutor and say, hey, you know what? We think this might be an issue. Maybe you want to confer with them. This is absolutely insane. This is a delay tactic. I agree with the state here. This conflict that they are saying is arising here is so beyond the scope of what a conflict truly is. If the prosecutor was related to a family member of Charlie Kirk, that might be an issue. But this is so crazy to me that this is even taking as long as it is. So I hope that this judge, I know he wants to be fair, but being fair doesn't mean that you let the one side or the other walk all over you. So I think at some point he's got to come in and say, enough.
I mean, that is really, I'm not a judge, I'm not an attorney. You guys are the experts, but it seems to me that this is what you expect a judge to do, to make a judgment on whether or not this is a time waster and that this stands in the way of justice being carried out and fairness being carried out on all sides, and that a lot of seasoned judges would just be laying that hammer right down, right?
Martha, he could have come out today and said, listen to the arguments, and he could have said, I don't believe a conflict even exists for us to go this far. It would be very easy to say, this is so far outside the realm of what a conflict is, let's move on, and then we wouldn't have to deal with this. Or at least to say, I don't believe there's enough of a conflict that we need to bring in an independent office, call your witnesses. So even if they were going to just look at the argument made today, there was a way to shut that down. So I understand that he wants to be fair. I understand that he knows the world is watching.
Yeah. Quick question, then we're going to bring in Brian Claypool here. But, at some point, doesn't the prosecution have the right to say, you are standing in the way of the right to a expeditious trial in this case? I mean, the Kirk family deserves that. This could be dragged on for years at this rate, Donna.
Yeah, the only problem is that those rights usually sit with the defendant. The defendant is the right that has the right to ask for a speedy trial. The prosecutors don't. But I do think at some point it is incumbent upon the judge to say, move this along. I mean, do they think that without this relationship, this prosecution wouldn't have happened? I mean, this is so far beyond ridiculous to me that we just need to shut it down.
I'm just thinking about the fact that the judge couldn't even say how long it was going to take him to go out and take a break and, take a look at this issue that you guys say shouldn't be belabored over in the first place. All right, stand by, please.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.